Back to the 2024 Tire Rack One Lap of America, presented by Grassroots Motorsport Magazine, with coverage brought to you by Hooked on Driving, Everyday Driver, and the Valente Group. And a lot of help. This coverage being brought to you by Eric Hall with Verizon and HPDRE, handing us this cool little MiFi box here with Verizon 5G, because otherwise we wouldn't really have such great service to stream with throughout the day. So thank you, Eric. We are about to start our second run group, the second run session of the day, excuse me. Then we're going to skedaddle on out to Hedge Hollow, that area, this evening. So we got a long transit where we lose an hour. It is still windy. There are still lots and lots of tumbleweeds. And just as we were starting to get ready to go live again, the wind picked up. But I see the sun trying to peek through, which is a welcome change from most of the day so far. Brian and I are here. Hello, Brian.
Hello, Solomon.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Solomon.
Hello, Brian.
Hello, Solomon.
And we're going to bring you the coverage this afternoon, just about an hour's worth. You should see quite a few more cars than normal. We're going with 7 cars per group, and something really loud just honked, but cool. Anyway, stuff's happening behind us. We don't know. So we should be able to bring you the action for the next hour. Hang with us and let's have some fun here at High Plains Raceway, the windiest place on earth. Come on, let's go check it out. Wee! Get our hoods up because holy moly, it's cold. All right. All right. Need a hand there? You got it?
Look, your water's still there.
My water is still there. We're on our perch. And, yeah.
Let's see, wild photographers
Yep.
out there in the middle.
Very skittish.
Are you recording?
Yep.
How do I find the results for the last run?
Results for the last run group? Same way you always do?
I can't find it on there.
Oh, I don't know either, because that link doesn't work anymore. The hack doesn't work anymore.
No, okay, well, just even on the website.
Yeah, it might not be updated yet.
Well, it is. It is. But I don't see how to get the run group numbers.
Ask them.
Okay.
I don't know.
No.
Neither does Chris.
No.
We're a finely tuned machine with lots and lots of answers. That's what I said. I say that. He
doesn't believe you, but he believes them. He believes the long-haired hippie in the Patagonia jacket, but not the tried and trusted media director.
It's true. We've done this for quite some time.
Yes, we have. Okay, the wind is not gonna say. No, say.
It's enough to at least get those 2 tumbleweeds going down the back street. That's the action. You're going the wrong way. So, let's see here.
See if anybody's.
I don't think it.
Yet.
Nope, not yet.
Nobody said anything.
See, told you. Just might not. You got a tumbleweed, Steve.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Steve. Here you go. They fly around.
Can we get a golden check off so we can go green?
There we go.
Get a whoop.
Our brave corner workers back on station.
All right, it stays like this right here.
But so it'll be okay. Dave Ogburn taken to the track now. We've got cars starting to circulate on track. Tesla and the Corvette. So a little bit of a different order right now. I guess they've spoke amongst themselves and
Brownie
they've
going off fourth.
Yep, and they figured out a different order based off of this morning.
Chris going off fifth.
Yep. And then Peter going off sixth.
DJ.
Yep, DJ.
going sixth.
And then there should be one more. Yep, here we go. I see something coming. No, maybe.
Nope. Oh, there we go.
The E-Ray. Okay. Interesting. So
So a little jumbling up
on the power track, apparently that is the most. That is the second most. The Corvette.
Andrew's like, yeah, I'm just going to kind of lollygag up the backstretch. I don't need to waste
Yeah.
the battery.
Yep. Running a lot of angle of attack on that Porsche right now, I'm noticing.
Yep.
I didn't see as much this morning that he was
Yep.
running. I wonder if that's going to help or hurt this time. Because there aren't that many high-speed sweepers in here. They're more lower speed, tighter corners. So
Do you think that the wind this morning may have made the car light on the rear in some places, and they're trying to generate a little bit more downforce?
potentially,
Session.
potentially, however, where the wind was really pushing, it would have been from the side and the rear. So doing that is actually going to give him more push coming into the corners rather than leaving it trimmed down a little bit and letting the mechanical grip do its work rather than the aero.
Santi Garcia checking into the broadcast.
No way.
What is up, Santi?
What's up, Yellowbird? Glad you're here, brother.
Wonderful instructor from the Northeast.
Not just
French
instructor,
chief,
not just
yep,
chief,
CI now.
co-chief CI, right?
And one of the nicest people you would ever want to meet.
Yeah.
And has a pretty cool kid that is helping us out with instruction in the Southeast now.
Okay.
He goes, lol.
Lots of lollipops.
Lots of lollipops. And here comes
Dave.
Dave Ogburn.
He's going to do his little burnout.
Yeah.
He's trying to test that launch control and give it an idea of where the grip is because, you know, that launch control learns the surface of the track. So the more launches you do, the more dialed in you're going to be. So crafty driving there from Dave Ogburn.
We're still waiting on the E-Ray to
Make its
make
way
his
around.
to the start line. There he comes down the bottom of the
Ogburn away.
Takes off.
Turn one cleanly. Now we've got
See what sort of crazy launch we get out of Andrew.
the
and
Hoover
Brad.
with the mover. Wow. It was quick, but I've seen it go quicker off
Yes.
the line. It didn't have that noise we usually hear with it. Decent getaway from the Corvette.
Looks like we DJ let the E-Ray by.
Yeah,
So
looks
DJ
like
will
it.
be going off last in this group.
Again, I can't help but wonder if that's just the gearing in it, you know? If he saw that E-Ray and he knows that it's, he's going to have a higher top end, so you just sort of let him by, and, we'll see what happens with Chad. Chris, excuse me. Mayfield.
Lotus down and away.
Yep. It did it again. It did that this morning, too, didn't it? It sort of reboots itself.
Did it
Better
once
in the
yesterday.
afternoon. Yeah. It kind of rebooted. It's weird.
Let's go see if DJ can chase down the E-Ray.
Yeah. Or if the E-Ray is going to chase down the Mile High, or what used to be the Mile High M's, right?
Yep.
They're not anymore.
There he goes down the back stretch.
Well, he certainly doesn't have the headwind at the moment that he had this morning.
No, he does not.
So I think that may factor into it as well.
And as DJ runs down the back stretch, there goes Ogburn in the Porsche. And here comes Andrew already.
Already? Well, it's about the same gap, I'd say. I don't know if he's closed down much.
This will be the indicator. We'll see where he goes into turn one and where.
Yeah, well, because Ogburn's, and that's usually when they'll send them. So maybe a second, but not much more than that. Certainly not what we saw this morning.
Yes.
again, I think it's that lack of headwind which is playing in David's favor right now. That Tesla, though.
Here comes the Lotus climbing the hill.
Yep.
DJ entering the corkscrew, getting ready to climb the hill to finish his first of 3 laps in the afternoon session. Well, here comes Dave finishing lap number 2. As DJ hits the back stretch. And here comes Andrew in the Tesla.
Yep. So this time he has definitely pulled on Dave because Dave is not on the back straight yet. So he's closed up a couple
Pulled another
seconds.
Second and a half at least.
Yep, absolutely.
Out of, that gap.
Well, what's interesting is that here looks like he pulled a second or so, but on the back straight, doesn't look as much.
Brownie with a little bit of an off in the corkscrew.
Yeah, I see that.
As it back up.
And it's interesting because we've seen that's not the only Super we've seen have an issue there.
This is true. Here comes the Lotus.
Lotus seems to be closing the gap to Brownie.
Well, Brownie came by quite a bit slower than the previous lap.
Yeah,
And here comes the E-Ray.
but that may be he didn't get the run coming out of the corkscrew. Yeah, because if you look now,
Motorsports checking in, saying enjoying the coverage.
hey Patriot, thanks for hanging with us.
Ogren entering the top of the corkscrew.
Take the checkered flag this time by.
Yes, he is.
Finish off his second session, then he's going to pack on up and head on out.
Looks like he may have got a little bit of a gap
He did.
on the third lap. That
Yep.
could have been some. The Tesla may have lost a little juice on that third lap. I know they were talking about yesterday at Hastings at the third lap.
Well, what I had brought up is even here, when he came by here, he had a greater lead than when they got to the back straight.
Yes.
So it seems like David walked him a little bit there.
Ogren is definitely thrashing.
Thank you. Not too far back to car 8. Car 3.
Here comes Brownie finishing up.
Mayfield absolutely closed up there. No question about it. That was probably about 5 seconds or so.
Yeah, definitely. Here comes the E-Ray to finish off there.
That'll do it for the first run group.
Nope.
Oh, no, we
Have
still
one
got
more
Peter,
run.
right? Yep. Peter and DJ, there they come. Coming up. And And to take the checkered flag, this will close out the first run group of the second session.
Started away control. 1-5 green. Green 1-5. Last on checker.
So the pointy end of the field is bouncing around a little bit.
It is. It's getting jumbled up, and that's what we talked about. I mean, it's that there's absolutely a difference in oh, wow, finally.
Mr. Burke flying across.
You know, it's really going to come down to the variety of tracks and the variety of vehicles. You know, the drivers, I think they're all doing a great job. I think at this point, it's really coming down to the vehicle and the track and what's better suited to what. And here we see a track that's a bit of a power track between the elevation, between the resistance with the wind today that we've had to overcome that, the headwind and the tailwinds and the side, you know, all the side drafts. We saw a shakeup again.
Yep.
And tomorrow, I mean, is Hedge Hollow. I've not seen that track in person, so I've only seen video and I've only looked at the track map. But you know, it seems to be a bit of a combination, so it should again be a pretty close fight. I do get the sense that we'll be back to 4 cars tomorrow.
Yes. The next run group is out on track and already have a super.
Already pick it up a little.
super off
Yep.
on the recon lap.
You know, everybody's trying to do Dakars nowadays. I wonder if they're trying to do the Super Dakar models.
Maybe there goes Tomo going off second.
And that's not something we normally
Followed by
see,
the
is it?
Bandit.
Yep.
And looks
Wow,
like,
it's the Parts Farm.
The Parts Farm.
Yep.
The NSX.
Wow, in front of the NSX today. All right.
And Randy Popes in the throttle stop.
Yep, with Andy right behind it. Randy and Andy.
Randy and Andy once again.
Yeah. Well, before it was the Bandy and Andy.
It was that is true.
Now it's Randy and Andy. I think Colorado's running out of tumbleweeds.
Doesn't bother me in the slightest. No, they're all here. See?
Yeah,
They're all
we've
gathered up
collected
right
all.
here, and they're all gathered up along down through there.
Yeah.
Tell you what, if there was a market for tumbleweed,
You'd have a corner right about now.
this market is physically cornered.
We are hedging.
So come on down to High Plains Raceway for all your tumbleweed needs. Good prices too. We're waiting on the last couple of cars to get slotted into the queue.
There's Randy and Andy, so here we go. There's been 7 in all of them so far. And then we move it up to 8.
Afternoon or both the morning?
Both. Tom, where you can see visibly disappointed with that start.
Yep.
Sort of.
I think Andy had a little bit of an off coming down the corkscrew. There's a lot of dust there.
Maybe. Scotty here with his whole family watching on. He's got his 2 little girl puppies here watching him, spilling coffee in the earth.
Needing a jump start.
Looking down, trying to figure out what just happened there at the launch.
I think he was texting. He was getting dinner reservations for the night.
All right, let's see how Randy gets along. And I do see some grass on Andy's splitter there.
Yep. Randy was getting some tips from one lapper James Hodges, who is visiting with us today on that Camaro. Was that Andy driving or was that Tom?
I think it was Tom.
It looked like it was Tom
Looked
Sutter
like Tom.
driving this afternoon.
Because the roof was closer to the top of the head.
Yes, it was.
Andy, usually we just see like the top of the visor.
And we see two knuckles on the steering wheel.
And a phone book.
Yeah. Here comes the Supra coming around to complete lap number 1. As the CRX heads down the backstretch. Here comes Tomo.
With
closed up maybe
yeah.
close to a second.
A little bit.
Here comes Scott and the Bandit.
Yep. Off brake. Oh, he held on to it longer, so he was going quicker than he was this morning, that's for sure, because he was letting off the brake a lot earlier. Here's Rob. Keeping that gap pretty close to what it started as. Off the brep.
I believe Claire just posted $100 if you shove a tumbleweed into Pope's grill. I know it was Claire because Mark would have said $900.
$1.1080.
Here's Randy finishing up his first of 3 laps, and the CRX at the top of the corkscrew.
Looks like he kept it on track this time. Getting a 3rd lap.
Tom is definitely.
I don't see Scott right now. It looks like Tomo's pulled on Scott a bit.
Yep. Tomo has closed that gap to the
Supra
another second at least.
Yep. And Scotty may be consistent, but lost a little bit there, and we've got a hat on track. Just flew off.
And the tumbleweeds have returned.
He's trying to get the hat.
Yep.
He likes it.
Tumbleweed was wanting a little Napa know-how. Randy pulling a little bit of time out of the NSX.
He did, yep. Oh, we talked over lunch, and he said that the car's working much better now with the softer rear end. So.
Here comes the CRX to finish lap number 2 of 3.
And then here is the first car to take the checker flag for this session.
And here comes Tomo.
Tomo seems to have stayed the same, if not opened maybe a little bit. Scotty taking the checkered flag. Okay, Rob closed it up this time. He's pushing a
Yes,
lot
he
harder.
did.
I wonder if he had a bobble or something, because the gap this time was much, much shorter. Well done.
Here at the NSX coming through the top of the corkscrew and starting to climb the hill up to finish his 3 laps.
Yeah, with Randy right behind him.
Yes.
Randy getting on it. Hey, Mark, after Andy goes through, I need to go. See if we can get that gentleman's hat after Andy comes through.
Yep.
Andy coming up. Mark. Mark. Mark.
Number 9, white 9, last on checker. White 9, last on checker.
Mark, you mind if I grab that gentleman's hat?
He's going to grab a hat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks. All right. No problem, buddy.
Thank you.
No problem.
Well, the tumbleweed
We've
was
had some
tumbling
go
by and tried
faster
to
than
grab
some of
it.
the run groups before.
So here shortly we should have the next run group headed out.
Yeah, I just showed it on Saturday. That's why I was a day late. I had to show that and another one. It went well. Very well received. They invited it out to more shows.
Daryl, is he going to be here until the end? Yeah, no, your brother.
I mean, until we did, yeah.
Or you guys?
Not yet.
2 minutes.
So we got the next group going out. Looks like we got the Kentucky boys in their vet and the Smoko Camaro. One of our C8s. The Subaru going out. Wow, they must have picked up a lot of time in the morning session. Got the, looks like the Kozar Cayman. Adam Spence and his Audi. Oh, that was JD in the Porsche going out in front of the Kentucky Boys Corvette. Looks like we've got the next 7 cars out on track for their recon lap. So they are making their way around the track. I'm going to stop here in front of starter Mark Hopkins, and he's going to turn them loose.
Back again. Thank you. All right, so we've got about a half hour remaining in our coverage for this afternoon. Just because we got to.
Smoko Motorsports Camaro went off
Oh yeah.
during the recon lap, went way off.
It happens. Better to do it now than when you're at speed, right?
I was just talking about the cars going off in this run group,
Yeah.
and the Subaru of 10,000 turbos is out in this run group, so they must have made
Well, they did well this
an
morning.
amazing run this morning.
Well, the turbo held on. I mean, it didn't pop off, so they had the boost, they had the compression, so yeah. I mean, I haven't seen that the driver's not been smooth and quick. It's just that they kept blowing it off.
Here comes JD,
Yep.
starting off first in this run group.
Yep. Well,
with,
JD got along pretty good this morning.
Yes, he did. And the Smoko, nope, that was,
Nope,
who was it
that-
went off? That may have been the C8 that went off this time, coming down the corkscrew.
Let's see here.
JD down the
Adam.
way.
Adam bringing up the rear. And we've got the quiet Corvette. Violent start by that car. Traction keeping that thing in line. As JD whistles on down. While Steve Burke tries to relocate himself.
Bucky Barnes Corvette taking off.
Yep. The BBC. Held on. It held on through the launch again.
Subaru of 10,000 kilos. Solomon's favorite
Yep.
Cayman with a front.
Yep,
Fit one full Solomon in it.
it's true. All right. Adam getting the green flag, trying to get the launch control going. Finally gets away. And off. We've got our third run group now, right?
Yes, it is.
Third run group. Well, let's see how they get
So
along.
3 run groups. We are all this close to this. We'll almost be halfway through our run
It's
group
true.
for the afternoon.
Yep. JD coming around to finish off his first lap. Garmin showing the way. Comes across, doing well. Oh, Tyler catching him up in a hurry. Now, is it that they just don't have brake lights, or are they just not using them?
Well, they're very dim.
Okay.
I saw them.
Okay.
They are very dim brake. I think they have little smoke glass.
Okay.
In
Tints
those
on there?
lights,
Yeah,
yep.
I got you. Because, I mean, JD and Tyler are now on the same straight,
That's right.
and that's
Well,
after
remember,
one lap.
Tyler's co-driver Dustin
Yep.
does own a professional tinting.
That makes sense.
Baker's Tinting in Kentucky for all your tinting needs.
There you go.
Here comes the Subaru.
Oh, no. That sounds like it's got that leak again a little bit. Didn't sound as quite as tight. So I wonder if they're losing a little bit of boost. And Adam should be up and over any second now.
There he is. A
Yep.
little bit of a gap
Little.
between
Yep.
he and the Team Kozar Cayman.
Well, let's see what the gap is now when JD comes around.
And there he is, entering the top of the corkscrew.
Yep, here we go. Nice and clean. Well done, JD. And I hear
hear
the
the
Corvette. Yeah, you can. Easy to hear. Pulled another couple seconds on him. Adam hustling down the back straight. Just as there is an increasing gap to the third car here, to that Smoko Camaro. gap remains pretty consistent between JD, maybe a little shorter. But the Camaro closing up on, the Corvette now closing up on the Camaro. And we've got that Subaru doing some Subaru stuff, taking a very creative line, coming back up. Doing a little landscaping.
That's what it's made for.
Yep. Rallying things, but, that certainly didn't help his gap to the Cayman here.
Nope, it did not. And here comes Adam getting ready to begin his third lap.
Yep.
Down through the corkscrew.
Up the hill. And coming to say hi to us for one last time before he goes to get on his way. And there we go. And JD's right there too. And the Corvette's right there. So he pulled off another couple seconds, maybe 1 or 2. This is the first time we've seen them both on the front straight together here, so it's well done, well driven. Good effort all around.
Now we should be seeing the Smoko Camaro, unless he has been passed by the Buckley Barnes Corvette.
It was getting close, but it looks like the Camaro's still up in front there. I saw him coming up the hill there.
Followed closely by the C8.
Yep, we definitely closed that down. And then we should have... Ooh, I think the wind's decided to come back to bid us adieu.
Subaru at the top of the hill.
Keeps it in between the lines this time. Stays consistent.
Now we're just waiting on
Adam, yep. Yeah. Put the convertible top back up here. It's getting a bit windy again. Here's Adam. Take his checkered flag and start moseying out to our new track, Hedge Hollow.
Control 3-1, green, 31 green, last done.
Well, we'll see how long this next group takes and if we have enough time to hang with 2 more or 1 more, so we'll figure that one out shortly.
Here comes a motley crew.
Oh my, look at this. Look at this. Come on up. Come join us. Come join us. We've got our hoods on and everything. It's mighty windy. There we go.
I want to be cool.
You got to be cool.
There you go. Does this work?
So this is what's your rank now?
Lieutenant Colonel.
Still?
Yep, still.
Still. We expected more.
Yeah, me too. But we'll see. We'll see how next
I
year.
figured at least brigadier by now.
I mean, I call myself, but the Air Force doesn't recognize it. So,
How many cosplay costumes do you have?
just a couple. Just a couple.
There you go. Sailor Moon's my favorite.
Oh, isn't it?
He
The
looks-
skirt?
He looks great. Today would be a little windy for her.
Yeah. I don't want people looking at my skirt.
So we're definitely missing you and your wonderful co-driver this year. So how is life at your new post at Luke Air Force Base?
I love it. It's good. It's really good. It's right sized. It's sunny. I'm not on call 24/7, 365.
Well, you don't have as much of an important aircraft
No,
as you did
no.
last time.
I'm just a normal guy.
Yeah.
I'm just a normal guy. I love it. So,
Trust me, you're not a normal guy.
no, you're too kind.
We've known you long enough.
Come on, Ramathorn, tell us the truth.
That's why I kept the mustache. Everyone's like, it's time to shave it. I'm like, not till the end of May. Like, but why? I'm like, I got this thing that I do that requires some looks.
Yep. Well, we are sad that you're not with us throughout the whole week, but I'm glad you can get out here today.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
You sure you don't want to continue with us going east after this?
It's tempting. It's tempting.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
no.
Boo.
Next time. Next time.
That's what they always say.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be back. You guys, I'm like I'll keep it. You didn't get rid of me that easy. I'm coming back.
There you go.
It's like a bad rash.
Yes, there you go. There's a more PC way of saying it.
There we go. Well,
Very cool.
let's get your
Yeah, where's-
cohort, your partner in crime over here.
Seriously.
Come on, another half a killer whale.
Come on, Teach. Here's the whale.
Hi guys. What's up? What's up, guys?
Not much. We're just talking about how much we miss you guys and wish you could be with us and just keep following with us going east and you'll get to where you're eventually
We
going.
actually had the thought of like, well, what? How many other days can we? No, dude, we're getting way too far. We can't do that.
So,
And you
well,
can
we're-
ride with me from South Bend back to Columbia, then you can just hop a plane home.
There you go.
True, it's not too bad. See, that's a lot of pre-thought and planning. And
No, it's
we
not.
don't do that.
We either do we, but it's easy. He's already done it for you.
We didn't even book our hotel for the next stop till last night.
Right, literally booked it last night.
So you're the Rob Owen School of Travel.
Yes. Where can we stay?
Well, you can stay in the bed of the Tundra if you have to.
It's kind of valid. You get a little air mattress in there, right?
And
Some
Brian, by the way,
candles.
I've noticed that our Tundra has accumulated quite a fan club of
Yes, it has.
yeah,
Oh, look at that.
tumbleweeds.
All right.
Awesome. So what do you think about this year's competition? And so you got a chance to see this morning and this afternoon, obviously, the caliber of cars that we have at the front end of the field here. What do you guys think?
I think it's pretty incredible. Like most of the guys at the front of the field now are experienced. These are guys that were coming in and top 10ing in their first one lap ever. And now they've got a couple under their belt, and it shows. They know what they're doing. They know how to handle it, how to handle that pressure and the chaos of the whole thing. Yeah, I'm really impressed with what they're doing, and just waiting to see what happens. It's still a long week. So much can go on.
I heard you guys were giving Randy some tips on the Camaro there. Seems to have helped him. He was definitely pulling in this session, so whatever you said to him seems to have worked. Did you educate him where the right pedal was?
Yeah, we just told him to stop using the brakes. They just slow you down.
Yeah, I tell my students that too. In fact, Mark Mattice will tell you that in the blue M4 comp from Hooked on Driving. I instructed him his first time out, and I said, "Why are you using these things?"
Exactly.
You don't need them. You don't need them.
Right. Overrated.
Exactly. The sissy pedal.
Until you do need them.
Then it's okay.
Right. So when you come back, what are you guys thinking of bringing?
So it'll be the Camaro again, but if things continue to go away that I want them to be, it'll be a much meaner Camaro.
A meaner Camaro.
Yes, it's going to go to a special school that will do some things to the engine that will make the engine more appropriate for this arms race that we now have called One Lap.
So are you just going to send it to Hendrick and say, "Have at it"?
K-Tech.
Okay. Fair enough. Very
That'll be
good.
the goal. That's the goal.
Very good. Well, gentlemen, it's really happy to see you. I've missed you. Get over here.
Definitely.
All right,
Good,
brother. Take care.
Always.
You guys drive safe now.
Yep, you guys too. Keep
Yeah,
following
safe
along. Safe-ish. Yeah, relatively safe.
Yeah.
But yeah, be sure to keep following along the live stream so we can continue to harass one another.
Sounds fun.
All right, gents.
Cool.
Be well.
Team Ramrod joining the
Yep.
live broadcast today.
It's just one of those things where if you don't have those personalities traveling with you throughout the week, you feel like you're missing something.
Yes.
And definitely missing him this week, but really happy to see him today.
Here comes Kevin climbing the hill, finishing his first of 3 laps.
All right, so I didn't get a chance to see who's all in here. Do we have Mark in here or
Marcus in here.
Mark
Yeah.
is in here? Okay, good. Or Cody, I mean. Should be Cody
Oh, it
right
should
now,
be-
right?
Yeah, it is Cody. It is Cody. Here comes Mark John.
Mark John 3.
And Cody next.
Yep, here he comes. Attacking that corner.
Followed by the Michelin Cadillac.
Wow.
Santy, tell Cody there are snacks waiting for him.
There's Pat.
I think it was Ryan.
You think it was Ryan?
I
Okay.
believe it was. I think since Ryan lives out here now, I think he got the.
Oh, okay. We have a little more
he pulled the
experience.
He pulled the short straw on driving this tractor back.
I heard somebody fighting for grip back there. I'm not sure which car that was.
That was just the wind.
No. Because if memory serves correctly, this is the Supra that had gone off this morning.
Yes, it is. Penguin Garage entry.
Yeah. Whee!
Tried to become a hang glider.
Yeah.
Top of the corkscrew.
Like, can penguins fly? Let's find out.
That one almost did.
Yeah.
There goes the Killer Unicorn or Team Unicorn Racing.
We're getting
As I'm
attacked
being-
by tumbleweeds. When,
Comes Mark John. Nope. Kevin,
nope,
sorry.
Kevin. When tumbleweeds attack. This Thursday on True TV.
Tumbleweeds gone live. Oh, gone wild.
On A&E.
Now here comes Mark John.
Yep.
Down the hill. Up the hill.
Around the hill.
Flashing in. And Cody pulling a bit of time out of
Yeah,
Mark John.
absolutely. It's about
Wow.
nicely done, Cody.
Using the boss man's car.
Yeah.
Ed's gaining a little bit on Cody.
Mm-hmm. Cody and Mark John both on the back straight right now. One at the end, one at the start. And the Michelin Caddy on not as close of a gap as Cody to Mark John, but they are shrinking.
Here comes the Supra. Getting ready to take the checkered flag, the first of two Supras in this session.
Lovely.
As I almost stepped off the platform here and fell backwards.
Uh-oh.
Eric finishing up his 3 laps. Kevin getting a little squirrely there at the top of the corkscrew. Pitching it sideways a bit. Gets it back under control. And it seems that Kevin has pulled out quite the gap on
Yeah.
Mark John, because there's Mark John
Yep.
there, and then let's see how close
That's
Cody
it. Yeah, I
is.
wonder if there was a bobble.
Cody there at
Yeah.
the top of the
So about the same.
yeah,
About the same.
Ed and the Cadillac just coming down the corkscrew.
Yep. All right. So I think.
We've got Ryan Whalen.
Mm-hmm. think given the transit that we've got tonight, this is going to be the last run group. So we got one more car, I think.
that's it.
No, that was it?
That was
Okay.
it. Ryan was the last car in that series.
Oh.
In that run group.
We will be going live in the car a little bit later this afternoon once we get into some better cell service as we get out through Colorado and back east again.
Away from the tumbleweed.
Away from the tumbleweeds. But yeah, absolutely follow along. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this afternoon and this morning. Again, it's cold, windy, but it was plenty of hot action today that we're happy to have. Yeah, exactly. Showing everybody. So again, thanks for hanging with us. Check us out tomorrow morning. We'll be back Central Time, right?
Yes, we will.
So it'll be 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, and we'll bring the action from a brand new track, Hedge Hollow. Maybe we'll start a little bit earlier with a walkthrough and maybe even a drive around the track to show you what that's like, since we haven't seen it before and I'd like to be able to get a lay of the land, but time will tell. In any event, for the 2024 Tire Rack One Lap of America presented by Grassroots Motorsport Magazine, with coverage brought to you by Hooked on Driving, Everyday Driver, and the Valente Group, with a special shout out to Eric Gall. Thank you so much. It's worked wonderfully. That's 5 that way, right? And HPDRE, through Verizon. Thank you for providing that for us. This way we can make the streaming possible. I'm Solomon. That's Brian. This is Colorado. Until next time, thanks for watching. Take care.